Welcome to Bountiful Market. Today, we're going to walk you through the Wholesale Almond Price Dashboard. You can use this tool to test your theories and analyze wholesale almond price. So let's uncover insights together so you can share with your team or in market reports. To get started, you're going to want to head over to the Bountiful platform using your desktop computer and your favorite web browser. Once you're logged in, head over to Market, then Wholesale Pricing and Explore. So now you're in the dashboard. If you wanted to get out of the dashboard at any time, just click on today's snapshot or any of the above tabs here, agriculture, market, or community. To get started, we're going to add some commodities, Nonpareil Supreme 23.25 and Standard 5s. You'll notice that when you hover your mouse over the chart, the data changes like that. But today, we're just going to focus on Standard 5. So I'm going to deselect Nonpareil Supreme 23.25 by clicking on it. And since Standard 5s are predominantly sold to Europe, I'm going to change the currency to the euro and add in the exchange rate euro to USD. So we have a couple of options for California volume. There's total marketable supply, commitments, and then we have a few options for change in monthly shipments, change in year-to-date shipments, and change in receipts. These three options will be displayed as a bar chart, so you can only choose one at a time. Let's start with change in year-to-date shipments. And let's remove some data from this graph. I'm going to remove total marketable supply by clicking on it, along with commitments. If you were to change change in monthly shipments, just click on it, and new data will appear. So say, for example, you would like to show almond shipments to Europe. You can do that. Just head over to shipment destination, click on Western Europe region. There it is. If we wanted to add shipments from Central Eastern Europe, we can do that. It shows up in a layering bar chart. So I'm going to remove Central Eastern Europe region. And lastly, we can add events. So we have options of tariff news, weather, holidays. You can add all of those if you'd like. But today, we're just going to stick to news. You can see if you hover over news, the little marker down here, it'll show you the news event, and you can read about that. We also have a couple different pre-selected timeframes down below. So if you click on it, it'll take you to that pre-selected time frame. And if you decide you want to zero in on a specific point in time, you can do that. Just click on the magnifying glass, and you'll notice that your cursor turns into a plus sign. So what you're going to want to do is click, drag, and hold like that. So I clicked, dragged, holding. Now I'm going to release. There we go. And if you decide that you want to zoom out of this view, you can do that one of two ways: by clicking on one of the pre-selected time periods or clicking the refresh button. When we click the refresh button, it'll take us back to the default 1 year view. So now that we've done some analysis and say we want to save this to access it later, what we can do is we can save this chart and rename it. So to rename it, you're just going to click on any of the text. I'm going to call this Europe Analysis. And then you can press enter with your desktop computer, or you can just click out of it and press save like that. So now the chart will show up down below. You can save up to 5 charts. And to access the chart, just click anywhere in this column. So there we go. Now it's expanded. You see this is exactly the same chart as above. So the only difference is up here, you could add on more data if you wanted to, like that. But once it's saved, you can't add on any additional data. But the data that you have selected, such as the exchange rate, European shipments for Western Europe, and the Standard 5s, that will update as the marketing season progresses, all of that data. And you have the same functionality playing around with timeframes as you do up above. So if at any point in time you decide that this chart isn't serving you and you want to do some new analysis, you can get rid of this save chart by clicking the X. And then you can also redo your, start doing new analysis by clicking the clear button. So then you have a new chart or a new blank canvas to start working on some new analysis. So we hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the Wholesale Almond Price Dashboard and hope you have fun exploring. Take care.